Hi, we're Duckie. I'm Sophia Gokin, president and founder of a Sweet Next Club at Sage Creek High School in Carlsbad, California.
And I'm Erin O'Malley, vice president of the club. A little bit of background information is that Johns Hopkins University states ADHD, also called attention deficit disorder, is a behavior disorder usually first diagnosed in childhood. According to the CDC, some of the symptoms of ADHD are the inability to pay attention, difficulty sitting still, and difficulty controlling impulses. This can make it hard for a child with this diagnosis to do well in school. According to a 2016 study from the CDC, 2.4 million school-age children ages 6 to 11 have ADHD in America.
Let's backtrack. Last year, I tutored a fourth grader boy who had ADHD. I had to learn his needs and how to accommodate to them to ensure he was productively learning. We would work a few problems that I would allow my students to take a break before getting back to work, making it more productive. Overall, this experience allowed me to see how those with ADHD struggle to stay on task and gave inspiration for a design solution.
To get a more well-rounded grasp on attention deficient students' needs on a virtual side, we did a lot of research and went through testimonies. Overall, we saw a common theme of lack of proper support system. For example, some parents don't have enough time to juggle a job and manage their kids' work, while others don't understand their kids' ADHD needs.
Despite this lack of support system, there are some solutions that exist to help ADHD kids, like in-class reward systems for good behavior, assignment accommodations, and to-do list apps like Epic Win or Flora. However, they are all dependent on an educator, parent, or strict personal discipline, things we overall wanted to cut out.
A little bit more background information is that in Carlsbad, Chromebooks are set in elementary schools, codependent on to write essays, learn lessons, and ask questions. Duckie, as you will see, overall helps create equity using technology between those that suffer from ADHD and those that don't, creating an equal opportunity for all.
To further elaborate, Duckie is a Chromebook extension that as students complete assignments set by their teachers or themselves, it will be able to monitor students' progress on selected tabs. Furthermore, it will have other additional helpers such as time blocks, using the Pomodoro method, that works so that when the timer is over, the student is then rewarded with a short break filled with online games like tic-tac-toe, snake, etc. Additionally, as they work, they will be motivated with duck characters popping up tagged with empowering messages. Finally, our last addition is the use of a token system, where once they are done with work, they will be rewarded with tokens. Both the Pomodoro method and the token system have been backed up with research from institutes like the National Institute of Health and Vanderbilt Kennedy Center, making them all the more accurate and beneficial for the student.
Although our prototype is only demonstrative and not actually workable, by using the program Figma, we were able to make it amazingly accurate. This way, when we code, we have something to base it off of, as well as to share to others easily in order to get feedback on what we have so far. Basically, what you are seeing here is the drop down for the extension itself with the start button, timer, and other things. And then on this slide, you have an example of what one of the duck characters would look like with a motivational message, showing up every 2 minutes for roughly a few seconds. On this image, you can see that there are games that they can pick from. After that, after working on the games for around 3 minutes, again, that would adjust for the Pomodoro method, that they can return back to their work.
As you can see, this is only an adaptation of our real prototype. However, hopefully it gives you a pretty good idea of our end goal. We have never coded in our lives, so this was a major challenge for us. We tried to use AIs like ChatGPT and Bard to help us program Duckie, but they were ultimately extremely challenging.
Furthermore, with this prototype, the Figma one, we were able to test it on a few elementary age students, as you can see here. We learned through our testing that with motivation, the students are getting less distracted. We also got some feedback from our club advisor and teacher, Lynette Nicholas, our club itself, and a room full of Cal Poly Sloan engineers, students, and families, who we pitched to in February. This feedback taught us to add specific things, such as implementing the Pomodoro method and adding encouraging duck icons. Overall, we received very positive feedback from the children and other adult/students, giving us a lot of motivation that this could work.
Finally, once Duckie is completely produced and coded, implementing it into the consumer market in schools will be easy. Marketing overall would be our biggest problem, except since we have a wide target audience, with schools to bitch to, we have confidence in getting the word out.
In addition, our vision is to have Duckie available to download for any student globally who needs it, with a major benefactor being that it is free through an online platform like the Chrome Web Store. This accessibility guarantees that those with ADHD have an equal chance of getting a support system for their individual needs and can strive to become more successful.
Thank you for listening.